Let's be honest. Did school teach you about the Pythagorean theorem, but nothing about how to actually do your taxes? Yeah, you're not alone. So today, we're going to fill in those blanks. We're diving into the financial education you should have gotten, breaking down how you can finally master your money and build a life of real freedom. It's a wild question when you really think about it, isn't it? We can analyze complex literature, we can solve for X, but a credit card statement, that feels like a foreign language. And you know what? That gap in our knowledge isn't an accident. It's a big part of what keeps so many of us feeling stuck, living in a cycle of financial stress. And look, if you've ever felt kind of embarrassed or even ashamed about where you are with money, I really need you to hear this loud and clear. It is not your fault. You've been playing a game where you were never taught the rules, in a system that's way more interested in producing workers than it is in creating wealth builders. The whole traditional path, go to school, get a job, work for 40 years, it's designed to keep you on a treadmill, just trading your precious time for a paycheck. But here's the amazing news. You can absolutely get off that treadmill. The key, the thing that lets you break free and start writing your own story, is financial literacy. And the best part? It's a skill you can start learning right now, no matter your age. So I want you to think of your finances like a game. For most of your life, you've probably been playing it without knowing any of the rules. And no surprise, the house has been winning. Well, that all changes today. We're about to hand you the official rulebook. Think of it as your new superpower for taking back control and finally starting to win the game. So what exactly is this superpower? It's not about learning Wall Street jargon or creating insanely complicated spreadsheets. Not at all. It's simply about having the knowledge and the confidence to make smart, informed decisions with your money every single day. It's knowing where your money is going, how to make it grow, and how to protect it. I mean, just look at the two paths you can take. On one side, you've got a life of constant stress, right? Every unexpected bill, every car repair, it feels like a total crisis. But on the other side, you've got a life of calm and control. You're in the driver's seat. You're making decisions with confidence, not fear. That's the huge transformation we're talking about. Okay, let's bust one of the biggest money myths out there. The idea that you just need to make more money to be successful. We've all heard those crazy stories, right? The doctor who's drowning in debt or the janitor who retired a millionaire. It proves it's not about the size of your paycheck. It's all about your habits and your discipline. So how do we actually build that discipline? Where do we start? Well, it all comes down to having a solid game plan. And we're going to break it down into three simple, powerful pillars that are going to be the foundation of your entire new financial life. First up, let's talk about the dreaded B word, budgeting. But please, I want you to just forget everything negative you've ever heard about budgets. A budget isn't a financial prison. It's a permission slip. It's a map you create that tells every single one of your dollars where to go, so you can spend guilt-free on the things you actually love. Now, if you're thinking, okay, but where do I even begin? The 50-30-20 rule is a brilliant place to start. It's so simple. Half of your income goes towards your needs, the absolute must-haves like rent and food. 30% is for your wants, the fun stuff, the hobbies, the things that make life awesome. And that last 20%, that's the magic number. It's non-negotiable. It goes directly to building your future. And if you take away only one habit from our talk today, please let it be this one. Pay yourself first. I mean it. This will change your life. Don't wait until the end of the month to see what's left over. The second you get paid, a chunk of that money gets automatically sent to your future self. You need to treat your savings like it's your most important bill, because it is. All right, the next pillar is all about a huge shift in how you think about earning money. Most of us are taught to trade our time for dollars, but there's a problem, right? You only have so much time in a day. The real key to long-term financial freedom is building passive income. It's about making your money work for you, so eventually you don't have to. 7. That's a pretty powerful number, isn't it? The average millionaire has 7 different streams of income. Now, don't let that number scare you. You don't need to go out and build all 7 tomorrow. Just start with 1. Seriously, one extra stream of income, no matter how small it starts, is a massive step towards real financial security.
Okay, deep breaths. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the villain of our financial story, debt. But you know what? We're not going to hide from it. We are going to face this villain head on because every villain has a weakness, and debt's weakness is a smart, focused plan.
Now, here's a secret that a lot of people don't get. Not all debt is created equal. Good debt is actually a tool, almost like a superpower. It helps you buy assets that grow in value, like a house or a business. Bad debt, on the other hand, is like a slow poison. It just drains your wealth on things that lose value. Knowing the difference is everything. And this is how that bad debt poison works its magic. You see that $3,000 balance? By only paying the minimum, it can spiral, costing you thousands and thousands of extra dollars in interest. Just look at that chart. That's money that should be building your future, but instead it's just making the banks richer. So how do you fight back? Well, you have two powerful weapons to choose from. The snowball method is all about momentum. You pay off your smallest debts first to get those quick, motivating wins. The avalanche method is about pure math. You target the highest interest rates first to save the most money over time. Both work. Just pick the one that feels right for you and start attacking that debt. Okay, so we've talked about the problem, we've gone through the rulebook, and we've laid out the three big pillars of your game plan. Now, let's bring it all home. Because this is about so much more than numbers on a screen. This is about a brand new beginning for your life. Just look at this. This isn't just a list. This is the roadmap from your old life to your new one. It's the shift from just surviving to actually thriving. From reacting to things with panic to planning your future with total confidence. This is about going from a life of necessity to a life you actually design. But listen, this is the most important part of this whole thing. All this information is totally worthless if you don't act on it. It just becomes entertainment. So please, don't let this just be another thing you watched and then forgot about. Let this be the moment you decided, okay, I'm doing this. Take one small step today, right now. Because at the end of the day, money isn't really the goal, is it? It's just a tool. The real goal is freedom. The freedom to choose, the freedom to design a life you truly love, on your own terms. So I'll leave you with this question. What's your first step? What's the one decision you're going to make today to get one step closer to your freedom?